Yeah, everyone. We've had a good pre-season in terms of we've had a number of games which has allowed minutes in the legs, which what was needed really, considering we had such a layoff from when we had last played a competitive game, so to speak.
Yeah,
But yeah, everyone's raring to go. Everyone was ready for the weekend, which is unfortunate. Um, but that's gone now, and it's Chorley at home for the first game. So go from there. Yeah, it's just been a strange time. I think it's the first time in for a long time that I feel like it's a proper season. In terms of like having the crowds there and seeing that, on a bigger level, you just saw the way the United the players celebrated, for their goals. I don't feel like I saw that last year because for obvious reasons that there's no one there. So it's been a difficult time because obviously we've wanted to continue and we gave everything we did when we were there. But unfortunately, that was cut short, and then a lot of uncertainty. But I do feel like this year it's kind of luckily we're as a you know within the pandemic we're in a far better place, aren't we? And with crowds there, I think it's a proper season. So it's time to go to work, so to speak, and really see where we're at. Yeah, they've fitted in great. To be fair, there's a number of characters that have come in, a vast amount of experience as well. You only have to kind of have a chat with Pondy, and you realise what he's done within his career. At the same as people like Cole Bennett coming in, a lad I used to play against when we were very young, Coventry versus Wolves, and someone that I always thought was an amazing player. So to get someone like that on board is amazing as well. He's fitted in great, as well as the likes of Duzza. Again, had a great career and he's still wanting to do well, which is brilliant. And the likes of the younger lads, I know Arlen looks older than he is, but he's still a young lad and he's done well for from where he is. He's come back and he wants to improve again, and a lot of the young lads, Jed Abbey, and you see him, he's at the start of his career, so to speak, and he wants to come in and impress and go on to that next level. And I think people like him, I don't want to miss any young lads out, but you like Brad that's come in, his brother Jez, seen Harry Bowers gone and scored yesterday for Barwell. So, you know, you've got a lot of experience and a lot of games, but then you've also got a good balance of young lads that have got something to prove and want to go to that next level. So it's an exciting time, really, and you just hope that we can, get the results and get some momentum. 100%. Like no one's getting any younger, so to speak. In terms of, I'm 30 now, and I feel like I've never been fitter. But in terms of the changing room, I'm like one of the older ones. So you don't want to miss out on that time of playing. And like I said, it's put things in perspective over the last couple of years in terms of when you take things for granted, and just being able to go out there and play is something that you just expected to happen on a Saturday if selected. But taking that away from you, you've realised, how big part it is in your lives. And the same with people like Jed. I mean, like you say, he's had a difficult time really in terms of not being able to play and show what he's about. But he can make up for lost time, and that's what those young lads need to do. It's the same as the likes of Kai and Ty both come in as well, young lads, that want to do well and have done well in the lower leagues, and it's time for them to progress. So there's such a good blend, as well as the likes of Lewis Earl as well that's come in, all young lads that they've missed out on a little bit of time now, and now they're chomping at the bit to make up for lost ground, which I think that's a good thing to have that balance within the changing room. Yeah, we did a few on Friday night. We've got quite a number of new lads, so we're going to split it over a few away games. So yeah, we had a few of the younger ones. Brad started us off, the youngest of the team. I think that was to get a few nerves out of the way. But yeah, it was, to be honest, it was good to have spent some time with lads over the course of the weekend. So as much as it was a negative in terms of the game didn't go ahead, it was a positive in terms of we got to spend some time together, which, you know, sometimes you don't, and get that camaraderie, which is massive really for successful seasons. So yeah, that was a positive. And like I say, there's everyone's come into the group and are happy to do what's needed, which is a good positive start. Yeah, definitely. It's a bit different from pre-season because it's like you say, the crowds aren't as many as there will be come Saturday. But I think it will excite them, especially when you've had a period of time when you've literally just played behind closed doors. It shows how much it means, and I do think that, you know, you look at results last year, people didn't have as good as home form across all leagues, did they? You know, even looking at the top leagues like Liverpool, etc., which they didn't used to lose games at Anfield, which they did, and didn't have the crowd. So it shows what a big difference that does, and that's what we want to do. We want to start with good home form, so people come to our home ground not expecting to take anything away from the game. And like we say, that starts by you getting positive results and getting good crowds, and that momentum carries you through then. So hopefully we start with a good performance Saturday.